Alright guys, how's it going? This is a random Lyft stories. I'm not in the car, I'm in the house because I received this email and fuck this. Okay, so seriously, by far, worst Lyft experience I've ever had. I was picked up around 7:40, 7:42. My original route said I would get to my destination at 7:58. However, when asking the driver if she can turn, she refused. I then made another suggestion since I knew, after living the past 18 years of my life, that there would be traffic off the route we took. What made it most difficult were the comments she was making to me. I ended up getting late to school, and upon getting out of the car, the driver made another comment. Unacceptable. I'm really disappointed after being a frequent customer. So here's the deal. I'll tell you the real story. So this little kid, not little kid, he was maybe like 16, 17, I don't know, he's trying to get to school, and he gets in. And the way the road is, it's very weird and windy, so I'm trying to get through traffic. It's a early morning. Everyone's trying to get to school. So I'm trying to make my way down this road, and the map says turn and then turn, go to the left, let's say. It says go to the left. Well, he's telling me to turn down Mission. I'm already in the leftmost lane, and there's traffic, and I'm the second car. There's really no way, unless I wanted to stop all the traffic, to turn down Mission. That's one. For two, I just came from Mission, and I tried to tell him very nicely. I promise, very nicely. I tried to tell him, well, I was just came. There was traffic there. There's a car pulled over. There's a lot of traffic, and he's like, well, this is, he didn't have too much of an attitude. He honestly didn't. But he kept, being persistent, saying, well, there's no traffic down there, and this is the way I should take. And I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of traffic there. We're going to go this way. Sorry, guy. This is, the map says this is the quickest route. I just came from there, so on. So we're going. He calls his school. Hey, Miss So-and-so, I'm going to be late. Oh, I'll tell you when I get there. Yeah. Okay. All right, bye. So I'm like, yep, all right. So we're going. Traffic is thick, okay? It's thick. So I try to, be kind of lighten and just kind of, also kind of show my frustration as well at traffic. And I was like, wow, this is thick. And he's like, yeah, well, if you want to, if you took the way I said, then again, he didn't have too much attitude, but very persistent and very annoying. If you took the way I would have taken, I've taken this route every morning to school. I know which way to go every morning. They always take me this way. And again, I try to tell him, well, there's traffic on that road. Yeah, but there's never traffic. There's always more traffic on this road. Yes, but I just came from there. And he just kept going. Again, I'm going to be honest. Not a whole lot of attitude, but very fucking persistent and annoying. So I get frustrated. I'm tired of his shit. And I say, look, guy, I'm really not trying to be rude here, but you're just a guy in the back of a car. The map has full detail, tracking every phone, tracks every, I said it more eloquently than this, but, tracks every car that goes by. It's showing this is the fastest route. Again, I just came from Mission. It's backed up. I'm sorry. I don't make traffic. I just try to get through traffic. So I'm doing the best I can here, buddy. So he makes a few other calls, and he's venting his frustrations in Spanish, but I can pick a few words out here and there. So he's venting his frustrations to people about the situation. So we're coming up on his school. It's just a block ahead on the left. So I was going to pull up and then make a turn and then turn to the front of his school. He tells me to turn left at the next street, not at his school. And I didn't say a word, got in the left lane. So I turned left, and he said something about, go around. So as I'm looking at the map, as I'm looking at all, I'm like, I'm sorry. I laugh because I just don't understand. I'm like, sorry, but, you're upset that I'm taking the long way to school, yet you want me to take the long way to drop you off. And he's telling me, well, there's no way you can pull outside. You can't pull outside. You have to go around to drop me off out front. All right. So I go around and I drop him off, and there was so much room. There was so much room where I could have just turned, added an extra 2 minutes to his ride to go around the school. And I end up with this. Like, I don't care about negative feedback. I don't care. I know the real story. And sometimes, very occasionally, they are right. Maybe I did a thing, or stuff happens. But this is hilarious. I can promise you, 100%. This kid did not know what he was talking about, did not understand how traffic works, how computers work, how life works. And again, honestly, he wasn't giving me too much attitude. He was being calm, he was being somewhat respectful and pleasant, but it was the persistence and the frustration and the annoyance he was giving me. But still, I was like, all right, whatever. I understand the kid's just trying to get to school. He doesn't understand how life works yet, and he's just a bit frustrated. That's fine. Totally out of my head. Didn't even. And then I get this today. And I'm just like, oh, really? Really? Well, thanks a lot there, buddy. Thanks a lot for, giving me that 1 star, I assume, dropping my rating down because you don't understand how traffic works and you don't want to listen to people when they talk to you. I honestly did not talk down to him. Was not rude to him. I was just like, buddy, look, this is how it is. Traffic happens. Things happen beyond your control, he yeah, it said on my map when he first got in the car at 7:43, because I looked at my ride times as well, and I remember clearly because stuff like this you just remember. At 7:43 he got in the car, and my map initially said 8:06, so he was going to be late anyway. And through some clever, decent driving, I managed to keep the time down. If I was just putzing around, we would have got there at 8:15, but we got there at 8:11. So yeah, that's 5 minutes more than he should have, but there was thick traffic. Shit happens. You can't, I did my best. That's all we can all do. I understand he was frustrated, but to leave such a huge comment, and upon getting out of the car, I didn't say a word to him. I pulled up and I was like, well, here you go. Have a good one. Just like I say to every single passenger, here we go. All right, have a good one. Every passenger, that's what I say to. And even after all the ridiculousness, I said, yep, okay, have a good one. People, it's funny. And even with my 6 below 4 ratings, it still says safety's good, navigation's good, friendliness good, cleanliness good. And up here, I've got 35 ratings of 5 stars. Really great and nice. Yeah. All kudos on all things. So what's unfortunate is it only takes like one really bad rating to just drop you the fuck down. Like I'm at 4.76 right now. I'm never that low. Never that. Well, apparently I was that last week as well. Well, but I'm almost never that low. So yeah, that's by far the worst experience. Anyway, guys, you need to have an understanding of life and reality. I mean, he wasn't like a kid. He was, I didn't even think he was a school kid. Even he looked like grown, but, it must have been 16, 17, maybe 18. Don't get unruly. Don't get rude. Like, I keep saying he was pleasant, but he was rude. Pleasant, like, he was rude in a night. Like, he wasn't confrontational. You know how someone can be really mean to you with a smile to the point where you can't really be mad at them because they said something really mean to you, but they said it like nicely, so it's kind of hard to be mad. It was kind of like that. So, yeah. Stop it.